Hello, Jacoby and Issachar, Creative Mind Productions, coinciding in conjunction with HarmonicSalesBeats.com. Now, got another one for you today. If you do or do not already know, this is part of the series of Creative Mind Productions, growth and development, one-to-one, video interaction, personal growth and development, giving you information free of charge just for you being fantastic. Okay, so yeah, there's a very big distinguish when it comes to content, when it comes to product, when it comes to video, and when it comes to audio. Very big differentiation. Now, I'm going to keep it very simple for you. Now, the segment of this topic is going to be called Knowing the Facts. Now, a lot have uh, mediocre understanding when it comes to facts as well as opinion. Uh, Growing up, I've always had people come at me very sideways like, that's your opinion, when this is specifically a fact that I'm stating. This is a chair and you're sitting in a chair. Oh no, that's your opinion. Like simple stuff like that. People are very not all, but inconsiderate sometimes and really don't evaluate things for what they really are. And that's because of lack of perception, okay? And putting proper emphasis where they need to be put. So let's get to the subject matter today. Know the facts. Why? It's very important that you know. That way you don't put yourself in a position where you assume and make an ass out of yourself. So first things first, facts. Something that truly exists or has happened, that has actual existence. Okay? So, a true piece of information or evidence stating what we're making reference to, whether the situation. Okay, so true. What does true mean? Because a lot obviously don't know what true means. Let's break this down. Agreeing with the facts, not false. Real or genuine. Steadfast, loyal, honest, just, and truthful is what needs to be applied. Why? Because very simple. You're going to be in dysfunction. So apply the facts to prevent dysfunction. So this one needs to be applied, or continue in dysfunction if that's what you want to do. If that's what you dedicate your life to do, is that what you feel you want to do? Then do it. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you are a creator of your own reality. If you want to stay ignorant, you want to stay foolish, you want to stay preoccupied with nonsense and a bliss and illusions and false paradigms and misconceptions and philosophies, if that's what you want to do, then by all means, I don't recommend it. You should know by now. I don't consider it. I don't prescribe it. You see what I'm saying? But what I do is I want to give you information that's going to actually help invoke your mind and help you see life in a more clear aspect in regards to your present position. Okay, so first things first, what is dysfunction? The condition of having a poor belief, behaviors, and attitudes within a group of people or within yourself. So, your attitude is a very, very beautiful thing because it displays who you really are. If you have a negative attitude all day, conduct yourself in a negative manner all day, you're going to be perceived as a negative person, opposed to if you are genuine, show compassion and consideration, you're very truthful in your conduction, passionate, sincere, loyal, trustworthy through your works, then that's what you're going to get in return. Very simple, very simple. So first things first, we have to realize in this present position that you're currently in, as a man, as a woman, as an artist, as a producer, as a business owner, as an up and coming business owner, you have to make the decision. Am I going to be true to myself? Am I going to be true to what I do? Because how this correlates to the facts is very simple. If you tell yourself you're going to do something and you do it, you're going to state that fact and you're going to live and be about that fact and create that into reality in your existence on this earth. Or you could, as I like to say, bullshit. Excuse my language. It's very simple. It's very simple. Very simple. You have to separate yourself from things that are not beneficial mentally, physically. spiritually, financially, emotionally, family. You know, you have to really differentiate what's working and what's not working. And if you can't do that, then let's really stop and pause. If you can't examine what's going on in your life, then you have to do a self-assessment and examine yourself first. And that's one thing a lot do. Nobody, uh, in my case, people I've dealt with as a youth growing up, really asked questions in regards to who they were, how their body works, why are they in the current condition they are, why are they going through what they're going through. No, but they just wanted to live day by day. I know you've heard that saying, I live every day like it's my last. And I'm not going to refute that statement, because you want to live every day to your fullest potential, by all means, by all means. But at the same time, be smart about your conduction. Don't abuse your body. Don't show hatred. Don't be despiteful, disrespectful, stupid, you know, or ignorant. Now, these are very blunt terms that I'm using because I wanted to hit the brain. You see what I'm saying? That way you have a better depiction of what we're trying to separate from here. Because it's very simple. It's very simple. It takes time to understand these things, of course. But for those that have already dealt with these things, understood these things, and continue to rebuke these things, then that's the people you need to be listening to. Because me, myself, I have mentors, I have counselors. So who could the counselor speak to when he needs to be counseled to? Either consultation with counsel or with the Most High. Now, if you're not in that position, you have to seek counsel, you know? So, in conclusion to everything, the reason why I even brought this out is because you have to know the facts, okay? You have to know what's going on in your life. You have to know what it is that you're doing that's causing you to be in the current condition you're in, whether good or bad. Continue therein or develop new methods and change it. But that is only going to be based on your actions, on the decisions you make. It's that simple. So how this correlates with the facts is very simple. If you tell yourself you're going to be a man and solidify that fact and live that fact, instead of that being your opinion, being all opinionated, thinking in a mist, in a false illusion which does not exist. You see what I'm saying? We have life. That's a fact. It's not an opinion. Okay? Personally, you have to realize the difference. You need to learn the process of differentiation. Okay? Just like the process of elimination, there's a process to everything. A process to differentiation. You separate. You do not insinuate. You do not assume. You don't put yourself in a position where you make an ass out of yourself, man. And I've done it in the past many times. So know the facts. This goes in relationships too. Don't be so quick to assume. This goes at school, the work, family, etc. Don't be so quick to assume without knowing the facts, because you might place yourself in a position that's hard to get out of because you didn't conduct yourself right, because you didn't know how to manage your vocals or emotions at that current time, which is okay because that's what we're working on. We're trying to develop each other. We're trying to grow mentally. That way we can learn how to conduct ourselves in this life, because a lot, suffer from shyness, you know, lack of self-confidence, lack of motivation, ovation, euphoria, frequencies, understanding, knowledge, and that's okay. Because the only one that can limit you is yourself. And the knowledge is here. Knowledge been here. And it will always be here. So, in conclusion to everything, know the facts before you put yourself in a position for assuming something you do not know nothing of, because you didn't ask a question. So, know the facts. Differentiate the opinion. Let's do it.